Mm-hmm. The hell. The helly. Hey guys. Whoa. Oh. Welcome y'all to another episode of the I'm Not Impressed show. I'm your host, hey Trixie, mother of Gotti, Dimey D, Daenerys Stormborn. First of her name, Your Grace. All right, say hello in the walk-in. Don't act like Black Americans with no manners. You know how your parents raised you to be friends with them. But anyway, speaking of Black Americans and non-Black Americans like myself, the Caribbean culture had a big celebratory night. 2 nights actually. The return of World Boss. Hi, Token. The return of the World Boss. Vybz Kartel, as you guys may know. Yes, I said Gayle and the Gaylettes. I don't know those people. Let's get right to it. So the biggest night in Brooklyn history in Caribbean Brooklyn history. Let's get to it. All right, this won't resonate with my Black Americans, but it is the equivalent of Michael Jackson going to jail for a body for 12 years, beating the body, and then going back to Michigan to perform I Want to Be Where You Are. Okay? That's the best way I can do it. Michael Jackson beats a body. He goes back to Michigan and he does, I really want to be where you are. Oh. Okay? So if you can't, if you were born by the river or you're, previous generations were born by the river, you won't get it. You'll look at the stage and be like, what's, just think, I would really want to be where you are, and then you'll understand. So, one of the biggest American crossover Jamaicans that reps his set is Safari. Everybody knows Nicki Minaj's ex is, there goes my husband. Speaking of Black Americans, I can't stand. Safari is a big, I'm Jamaican, but I'm an American culture. So he celebrated that night as well. Let's see. Safari at Vybz Kartel, the Jamaican Michael Jackson. Where is my African American? This is him. Usually Safari's on the wrong side of history, but in actuality, his behavior for the situation was called for. This is the song that would have got the same reaction out of me. I never asked you guys for much. I'm going to ask you to believe me when I say that this reaction isn't an overreaction. This reaction is actually aligned with the event and the feelings that come with it. This one time. Every other time, he's bugging. Let's see some other attendees of the night.
This is one of my favorite.
You know who else went and it caused a little hoopla? Cardi B. Cardi B was seen. There goes Cardi admitting that she does in fact fight over man. We do know, we have seen. One thing, I don't like to talk about Libras because this is the gang that I rep the most. But Cardi is such a reactionary person. It's just like, why have the money? I'm about to say the money and the riches, same thing. Yeah, say it twice. Why have the money if you're not going to act like it? So people went, and when I say people, it's not even important people. It is fan pages of Nicki Minaj that constantly, wherever she goes, they post pictures and say she's botched. The audacity, because your leader is, the botched BBL of BBLs, then it's me, and then it's Cardi. But the queen of botched BBLs is, in fact, your leader, Nicki Minaj. Leave Cardi alone, because she's very sensitive. She responds to the fans. While she should be counting money, she's really watching what you guys say about her. So Cardi heard the noise, and in Cardi fashion, she said, oh, you guys didn't like my outfit? I looked botched. Let me react, because I react to rage bait. So there's this thing on the internet, right? The term is rage baiting. Rage baiting is when people pretend to be offended or mad about something, and that's how they get their attention, because the rage baits interaction. Cardi falls for it every time. Okay? They say, hey, she looks terrible. She's botched. And Cardi goes, no, I'm not. And then Cardi drops a video. In response to the rage bait, this is Cardi's video. Thank God for live videos. They start panicking when I get too much love. And in response to your response, Cardi, start acting like you have money and counting it when people get you upset before I count it for you. What are you doing? You're just giving blessings to people who don't know what to do with it. Cool, copy. I'm just a small fry in your frying pan. Okay.
Hiking trails near Atlanta.
Also,
look, I tell my friends this.
Shut his mic off. Also, we had Drake sending his blessings. Let me go into my DM. Not that Drake's there, but something I sent myself. Is it me? Sorry. Messages to myself from myself. Oh, this is what I wanted to talk about. So Jamaicans are known to be a very extra group. May even have delusions of grandeur. They're known for that. Another major Jamaican reggae artist, that's the American to me. Bounty Killer says that Vybz Kartel may have shut down the Barclays more than Jay-Z. I know. Ridiculous, right? Hey, Sophie and hey, Kush, I didn't see you guys there. So Bounty was on a interview recently. Dancehall legend Bounty Killer has sparked an unexpected debate after publicly praising Vybz Kartel for becoming the first dancehall artist to sell out a 19,000 capacity Barclays Center, Brooklyn, for 2 consecutive nights. And night 1, you guys were fucked. Night 2, they had Fab, they had Neo, they had Shensia. Fab and Neo did Make Me Better. Night 1, all y'all had was, not to say it wasn't, but it wasn't night 2. Y'all had Spice doing cartwheels and busting splits. But anyway, night 2 was, as the Jamaicans say, sell off. Anyway, so Bounty said, back-to-back sold-out shows, same city. Not even Jay-Z ever sold out Barclays like that. He wrote on Instagram. Let me tell you something. let me tell you. A lie ya tell, okay? Jay-Z sold out 8 back-to-back shows. But who's counting, right? Not the Jamaicans. Okay, so that was, Jamaicans just, very, very extra people. But this was Bounty showing his respects to Vybz. And, a lie don't care who tell it. Okay, but just in case I call ice on you, you'll know why. It's because it was actually 8 shows back to back. Speaking of calling ice, it is alleged by Spice that ice was called on her by Bambi, making her the real Ice Spice. Let's find that clip.
Come for me. I swear to you, I know for a fact I pay more tax in this country more than you that's talking about ice is coming for me. Baby, you got the wrong one. You got the wrong one. Ice can come for me, baby. That's where you went wrong. And I want to make you know for a fact. Your artist, I'm paying more tax. I'm in a different tax bracket. And I'm paying more tax than you that just made the comment. And that's facts on God. Ice ain't coming for me, baby. No legal, no illegal shit no there, so. I mean, no say I don't like make them look a comment there, but I want to make sure say you know say clock that, I clock that T. Ice can't come for me.
I absolutely fucking hate when girls do this. This is a sign of low IQ, unless you're making fun of it. But anyway, that's the real Ice Spice. So saying that Bambi allegedly called ice on her, but she pays more taxes. Anything else from the concert I want to cover? Of course. Let's go over to the Nice and Ghetto Shade Room where they have the ghettoest of teas. I know Drake sent over a present. Let's see.
Yeah. Drake sent this in say, congrats, Kartel. You sell out Barclays twice. Back to back like I'm at the cover of Lethal Weapon. Back to back like Jordan 96, 97. Who said that? One Drake. Fully.
Gotta love Jamaicans. Drake always flirting with somebody. Drake sent over a chain to celebrate the, successful 2 consecutive shows. I called it flirting. Skip says, that's the record labels making the alliances because, sometimes he cosplays Jamaican. So that's a good look for when he wants to drop his next reggae song. Nothing will ever top Controller, but, you never know. There was one more clip of Vybz celebrating his show. Will I find it? We'll never know. We can get into it when I actually want to leave the topic alone. Let me see. Y'all will be fine without that clip. I'll run into it. Let's get into it. It was a very, very big weekend. We had Vybz Kartel at the Barclays. We had Coachella. We had astronauts. We had a whole bunch of shit going on. Let's get into it. We also had a blast from the past. More beef, if you could believe it, with Ja Rule and 50 Cent. How did we get here? Okay, so 50 Cent, no. Ja Rule was on The Breakfast Club. And, the Fire Festival was brought up. And this is the clip of that.
What was your mind frame and what were your thoughts when they said that they were bringing the Fire Festival back?
I'm glad you brought that up, Mr. Envy.
What was the... I know you was like, no!
I'm glad you brought that up. Remember when I was here around that time? And my good brother Envy was like, Ja, how could you have a partner that's doing some shit?
What's in this whiskey? What's in this whiskey?
All right, that gag was actually a good gag. If y'all don't know what's going on, Ja Rule was reminding them of a question saying, how could you partner with such a fraudulent partner? Several moments later, Envy partnered with that little scammy, little fat, roly-poly Hispanic man with the real estate thing, and it still might be open indictment. So just funny how, things come full circle. Now, nothing on the internet passes 50 Cent's desk of petty. So 50 Cent goes to his Instagram and captions a picture of Ja Rule stating, the Breakfast Club should be ashamed of themselves, asking questions that perpetuates violence. This fool has been getting ready to go what he calls nuclear for 22 years. LOL, my man in my runts right now. He's blowing down a Ja Rule pack. 20 years later, they're still going at it. So now, Ja Rule responds back. He posts the Powerverse, as we call it. We call it the Powerverse because it's like a mini Marvel spinoff. You got Tyreek, you got Raquel, you got you. Anyway, Ja Rule posts his Powerverse backdrop and captions it and @ 50 Cent. 50, nigga, you're a used car salesman. Everything you do is trash. Music, one good album. After that, trash liquor, trash TV shows. Yeah, I said it. Trash. How many times you gonna make that same show that Coke stepped on? Parenting trash, character trash. Nigga, you the garbage man. I'll give that read a 3. Okay, you can't just say things because you're mad. You can't do that. Also, there's more. The video I wanted. Anyway, he also says there is paperwork on 50 Cent. Where is that? Oopsies, you might not get it, but you have to. Hold on. I hate being poor. We got it. Almost panicked. 50, go ahead and lie. Tell these good people. Tell the paperwork fake so I can send this next shot. We got receipts, boo-boo. That's a play on the word boo-boo. That's also his nickname if you guys didn't know. And this is what appears to be some sort of paperwork. And at the bottom, you guys aren't going to see it because it's really tiny on the screen. It says, face and body from informant Curtis Jackson. Guys, I don't know when the beef is going to end. I don't ever want it to end. It's just so entertaining at this point. But we did get a blast from the past, a little Ja Rule and 50 Cent beef over the weekend. Okay, let's see what else happened. Oh, the clip I wanted to show you guys. Speaking of Powerverse, you know, they have Tariq is the son of Ghost. Tariq in real life is a second generation West Indian like myself. His parents were born in Jamaica. He does a grand Jamaican accent. He was privileged to be backstage to meet the world boss, and this is how the interaction went.
Yeah, man, respect for the link, man. Yeah, man. One Tariq. Yeah, man, I love them you to show. You couldn't hear me. You know what I mean? No. Let me know it.
Love it down. You guys wouldn't understand. But anyway, let's see what else happened during the weekend. Okay. I introduced a term in the beginning of the show. It's called rage baiting. I told you can use it 2 ways. You can use it to say you don't like something like, oh, you're botched, or you're ugly, you're poor, whatever. You can also use it to pretend that you were offended, because offended people like to get attention, right? Hold tight. This is an outing with the G Herbo's 2 baby mothers. One is Tiana Williams. If you don't know who that is Emily. If you don't know who that is, that's Fab's ex-wife. So she is Fab's stepdaughter, Emily's daughter. G Herbo's baby mother of 2. Then you have Ari. Ari is G Herbo's ex-girlfriend. Currently, what's the guy who look like Michael Myers? I never know an American's name. He looks like the guy from Girlfriends. I'm not even trying to be funny. What's his name? I get brain farts. You guys in the comments, you guys know. This is his. You guys don't want to help? Moneybag Yo. Thank you. Y'all left me. How long did it take for me to drown before y'all sent a fucking life raft? But thank you, Kush, nonetheless. Moneybag Yo's current girlfriend. Now, here's the joke, right? All of G Herbo's kids start looking alike, right? That DNA is very strong. So the baby mothers are at a point in life where they're no longer beefing, and their kids are all siblings, I want to say friends. Their kids are all allowed to hang out. They're hanging out. They're on a boat. This is what I found to be funny. Your mama and your brother's mom hated each other for 3 years. You wasn't allowed to go by the lady house. You wasn't allowed nothing. Now that the mamas is friends, this is not his mom. This is, what's his name? William from Girlfriends. Thank you. I don't know people's children's name. Essex, because it's such a strong name. This is Essex. Essex is the son of the other baby mother. Essex finds his way on this side of the boat, lays down on Ari's boobs and goes to sleep, and looks back at the camera like, mind your business. I go ahead and I laugh. And I said, the boy thinks he's slick. That is the face of a little boy who thinks he's slick. A day goes by. And then I get one message. You're a pedophile. You need to be on the registry. I said, okay. Okay, bitch. You're not going to rate. I learned the term. I always knew the situation. I didn't know the term. I knew when people pretend they're outraged for attention. But I know it's called rage baiting. I said, all right, bitch. I couldn't wait to rip it out. You're not going to rage bait me. Man, damn tweets at 3 million. And all the people that was at the forgotten lunch table in high school and never got attention said, hey, Diamond responded to her. She gets attention for rage bait, and let's all rage bait. Now I got 3 million views of someone calling me a pedophile because I said the little boy think he's slick because he's sleeping on somebody else's boobs and it's not his mama boobs. I don't give a fuck, guys. You can't rage bait me. I don't give a fuck. But anyway, while the tweet's muted and I don't care, I'm blowing bubbles behind me right now. You just can't smell it. Rage baiting is a thing. Don't fall for it. But I just think this picture is so funny because that's not his mom. He wasn't even allowed to talk to her last month. But that's the other kid's mom taking a nap on Ari's boobs and looking back at us with a smirk on his face. Hilarious. And they're better than me. My beef is different. My beef is forever. You're not going to have a baby with someone while I'm going through the origin story would not allow for a friendship. Girl, I'm breastfeeding at home. You sneaking with my baby daddy in the studio, and then you have 2 babies for him, and then fast forward, we're on a yacht, cheersing with breast milk. Oh, people, I love it. It's so mature. It's not. It's stupid. It's stupid and it's clickbaity. Because, bitch, once you fuck my nigga, baby, I'm always going to have money on your head. I would have no money in my bank account, but I'll have money on your head. They be like, yo, Diamond, take the money off her head and pay your rent. Nah, I'd rather be homeless. That money is staying on her head. But that's just me. Be for me, we gonna be forever. But anyway, shout out to them. Oh, yeah, it's better than me. What else happened over the weekend? She was fucking your nigga. Anyway. Tony Rock just said everything we were thinking, but he has an incentive. Tony Rock is the little brother of Chris Rock. Real good Brooklyn nigga. I used to party with Tony Rock back in the day when I was a promoter for Jinglin' Baby. And Tony used to come and party with us every Saturday night, BB King's and whatever those clubs were back then. But I remember BB King's because it was dreadful. But anyway, Tony's a really cool guy. He doesn't really come off like Chris. And naturally, he has an allegiance to his brother. So when TMZ ran out and asked Tony, how does he feel about Will reviving his music career? This is what he had to say.
Album's trash. I'm just assuming that I haven't listened to it, but
do you refuse to listen to it?
I refuse to listen to it.
The fact that he brought it up on the album.
That trying to sell a album. I'm surprised he wasn't talking about being a drug dealer on this one. Or he went to jail and got shot 9 times. He's trying to sell a album. His best work was I'm still a hip hop head. That doesn't change.
So you like
his best work was Bread and Funk.
Okay. All right. So you'll give him that.
I'll give him that. I'll give him. I mean, I'm not entirely,
Okay.
I know people think I'm just protecting my brother. Well,
I like
my brother's keeper. That's all.
Let me tell you something. Y'all got beef for Nigel. Got beef for Nigel. I'll jump in. I'll jump in and start hitting Nigel. But anyway, that is just the love of a brother defending Chris against Will. And the music really does suck. I know somewhere in this show, I have a clip of something that really, really sucked over the weekend that I will share with you. So this isn't just, a bias by a brother. This is literal. It sucks. But anyway, it can't be great at everything. What else? Okay. We are at war, y'all. I know you guys only like jokes about what the helly and baddies and stuff, but China is on our ass. So you don't have to know a lot. Just know that if you were planning to do anything important in the next year, cancel it. We're going to be dead. All right. So just have fun. the tariff war has started a war between Americans and Chinese, right? The Chinese is just like, you know what? We used to have an NDA about production on major luxury brands. Now here's the tea. The fake goods and the real goods are made in the same factory. We just slap Fucci on one and Gucci on the other. No one knows the validity. This is just the TikToks are coming out in the masses about counterfeits and legit luxury items being the same items used with the same materials. One just gets the name, the other one gets the shame. I didn't plan that. I'm just a genius. Don't act like you're not impressed. Okay. So while people are concentrating on that and they got the little nigger attention, now you have the people who can't afford and can't afford arguing. There's other things going on. There's underlying themes. So while the low IQs are distracted with, oh, that's not Hermes, that's Hermes, there's another message that needs to be received. And this is the message that I want to present to you all today.
Cool. They rob you blind and you thank them for it. That's a tragedy. That's a scam. That's why I'm saying this right now. Americans, you don't need a tariff. You need a revolution. For decades, your government and oligarchs ship your job to China. Not for diplomacy, not for peace, but to exploit cheap laborers. And in the process, they hollowed out your middle class, crushed your working class, and told you to be proud while they sold your future for profit. And yes, China made money. But we used it to build roads, lift millions out of poverty, fund healthcare, raise living standard. We reinvested in our people. My family also benefited from it. What did your oligarchs do? They bought yachts, private jets, and mansions with golf course driveways. They manipulate the market, dodged tax, and poured billions into endless wars. And you get stagnant wages, crippling healthcare costs, cheap dopamine, debt, and flagged wave property made in China while they pick your pocket. For 40 years, both China and the United States benefit from the trade, the manufacturing, but only one of us use that wealth to build. This isn't China's fault. This is yours. You let this happen. You let the oligarchs feed you lies while they made you fat, poor, and addicted. Now they blame China for mess they made. I don't think so. I don't think you need another tariff. You need to wake up. You need to take your country back.
All right, guys. So the things that you guys are going to look over and ignore, I'm just going to use my semi-platform to bring to the forefront. Some will call it Chinese propaganda. And it's not. It's literally factual, and you could just look out your window and see. So while the other half of the niggers are arguing over whose bag is real or fake, understand what country is doing with the money and what the other country is. The rich, you could just look at COVID. Every billionaire tripled their worth, and everybody poor just got poorer. And other people are pumping. They have the most advanced technology. China got flying cars, and they build highways in fucking 3 days, while the Belt Parkway has been getting fixed since I was 2 years old. Okay, just something. It can't be propaganda if it's real. Okay, and verifiable. You see, it be painless. I'm just going to show you what's going on while they're distracted. Stay distracted. I'm actually going to give you what you need to use. All right. It's not a bias in my mind. I just think that Cameron is aging terribly. The skin on his face is hanging. Everything is showing age except for his behavior. Cameron is just so stuck in a childhood, adolescent mind frame. While his body is going through the motions of age and growing, his brain isn't. Cameron showed us a skit, I will say. I don't believe it. I don't care. Of him leaving a girl's house in her flip-flops because she stole his clothes. He's just so childish, and I'm not impressed. But it's probably because I hate him. But just tell me if I'm overreacting.
Leaving this crib, just try to hide my shoes and all that. Like, I won't just leave. All I need is my wallet and phones. I took her slippers. Not time to play with these man. This is why I go to house. Exactly why. I waited right while the in the shower, playing with my clothes.
I can't even watch anymore. I just think it's so immature. As someone his age, he should be bouncing grandkids on his knees. He's trying to keep up with the people that need to keep up. And he's just so immature. And do you guys remember when he was dating that lovely girl, Juju? And Juju has accolades. Like, she has businesses. And she went back to school. She was getting her degrees. And he broke up with her and went on a public platform and said, I'm not with Juju anymore. It wasn't fun anymore. Juju, baby, I don't know if you see these videos. Hold on. Mommy, if I'm sending you up as a voicemail, that means I'm on TV. What do you want? I'm sorry, what?
Listen, when you don't hear from me, you send child protective services. I'm doing the opposite on your ass.
Is this retaliation because I called child services on you twice?
Yes. Call animal protective too because you don't treat your body right.
Girl, you a petty. I don't know where you got that pettiness from. You gotta go. I'm on TV. Goodbye. Before I call them on, I'll call them people on you again. She hung up on me. Anyway, I called child services on her twice. She didn't answer my call. What are they gonna do? Lock her up? I'm 38, but I did call child services on her twice. I just thought it would be funny. Okay, back to the show. Speaking of immature, anyway, Juju, he did you a favor. Look where he is now. Face hanging, looking like somebody's uncle, leaving up. And look, these are the kind of girls. This is Section 8 building you're leaving?
I'll write my car, get the fuck out of here.
He's just so disgusting. The pot calling the kettle pink. Token, I love you. That was amazing. No, I called child services twice on my mom this week. They said, how old is the child? She said 38. They hung up. Oh, I just be having a good time with my loved ones. What else is going on? Oh my God. So you know how Ray J and Princess are separated, and Ray J had Sukihana's pum pum juice on his mouth, and there was text messages about the pum pum juice, and he texts Sukihana like, yeah, I can still smell your pum pum juice on my lip. Maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm different. Once you cross me, you lost me. And it's not like I'm just going to make him call back. I'm talking about you need to look over your shoulder for about 3 years. Because just when you think shit is over, the block is shot up. I'm so sorry. I don't for less, okay? Some fan who recently attended the Millennium Tour innocently was taking a picture backstage, and unbeknownst to her, Ray J and Princess, while in the middle of a divorce. The divorce is still going on. This is them. This is somebody come look at this. And let me tell you something about women that I've never respected. They don't create a stern enough consequence to disrespect. So nothing stops the disrespect. Hold on, y'all. So, very random. For every dish, a nationality or a culture will call it something different. I used to have to beg my mom to make banana fritters. But my mom, she's a clean freak. So anything that has oil that was splashed on the stove, she wouldn't make. Or anything that smelled the house. So I was deprived of banana fritters until I grew up. And this morning I made some. What do the Americans call it? Do they call it the same thing? But I seen it in my peripheral. And I couldn't help myself. I don't care. I don't care if I'm doing a show. If I see something I want to eat, I'm going to eat it. You guys are going to see. I don't care how rich, how big, could be sitting on Oprah's couch, and Oprah's like, so, when did you meet Skip? If I see somebody eating something, I will get up and go eat it and then come back and finish my interview. And that was delicious, okay? Sometimes the D got to be separate from delicious. That was delicious. Are you going to wipe your hands? Yeah, I wiped it on Gotti, okay? I don't know if you guys seen, but this is my napkin, okay? This is my napkin. Beat it. Beat it, napkin. All right. Where was I? I'll do it again. That shit was delicious. But Americans call it, okay, Trixie, I will share the recipe. That was a nice little snack time. Back to the show, y'all. Just like that. So, Princess is a loser-palooza. She lets men go outside of the home, put vaginal secretions on their lip, then down the road, kisses and sucks on said lip. Like, if I was Suki, I would drop a mixtape today. How my pussy tastes, bitch. I mean, it's just so easy, but y'all tolerate the disrespect, so you like it, I love it. And it's over Ray J. Man. She ain't got no friends, couldn't. All right, let's see what else is going on. We had a very, very busy weekend. That banana fritter, man, I'm tearing that up after the show. So this is the video I was telling you about in the war versus China versus America. The NDA's off the table. I don't know if I buy it. I don't care because I wasn't going to buy no damn $30,000 bag anyway. But this is the video saying it's the same material, same hardware, there's same zipper. Only thing you guys are paying for is the name.
Hermes boutique will cost you 38,000 USD. But what is the real cost out of the factory? Today, I'm going to break it down in front of you, step by step. First thing first, Hermes only use the leathers from the 3 top-level suppliers. One is called Muti from Italy. The second is Weinheimer from Germany. And the third is Haas from France. One piece of Togo leather, the same leather as this one, will cost 450 USD. And one.
So I'm going to expedite it for you. The leather costs $450, the lining $25, the zipper $10. He says altogether the bag costs $600, and they turn around and sell it to you. Who's you? Not me. I bet it ain't me. For $38,000. Same factory, same everything. Y'all paying for the name. Do what you want with that information, but that is super, super viral right now on the internet. Listen.
This is me doing a full smile right now, by the way.
I don't care who you fuck, which hole you fuck them in, or how many times y'all fuck. But a personality is a personality, and I get drained by Lil Nas X. His whole personality is gay. Why does one equate to what we do all day? He's just so, and then he likes, he rage baits as well. Remember I told you about rage baiting? There was a video he did back in the day. He did a rendition of a gay Jesus. It was very cunt, very on the cross, but give it glamour, resurrection, but make it fierce. And everybody was just like, wait, you crossed the line. I don't have any connection to religion, but I did find it to be a bit much. Now, fast forward to today, the creator, which has no religion attached, it's whatever you resonate with, has taught him a lesson, or he's still trolling. Who knows? The guy never stops. He never had a serious moment. Little Nas X reveals that he has a malfunction on one side of his face. We've seen this recently with Justin Bieber. I'm not a scientist or a doctor. I forget the name, but this is what he's showing us today via a hospital.
It's like, what the fuck? Bro, I can't even laugh right, bro. What the fuck? Oh my God. So,
I just remember, I remember Justin Bieber's looking more real. This looks like somebody who's just doing this. I don't take the guy seriously. He's always doing something for relevancy. I just, his day will come, and And if it is true, it's because your creator is tired of you making a mockery. Okay, next story. Slim Thug got to change his name to Slim Rapo. Everything that Slim Thug, I don't know what he considered thugging, but the only crime I've seen him commit is sexual assault. So he is Slim Rapo. Slim Rapo today says that Megan Thee Stallion has a crush on him as he reacts to her dancing at Coachella. Let's see what the little rapist has to say.
She brought me out in Houston. Know she got a crush on me by this point. She danced to 2 of my songs. I say I'm in there. I think I'm in there. What y'all think? I probably can't keep her, I ain't gonna lie. She a lot of energy. You can tell from the twerking. You can tell from the twerking. I ain't gonna let her kill me. I can't pop a Viagra every day, goddamn. But we can have a good time. I'll catch you in the city. Put you in that Spectrum, one of these drop top Rolls Royces. We'll have a good time, man.
In the last month, I've seen 3 videos of Slim Thug with his stringy end to his beard, and all 3 videos was about him having sex with women based off of delusion. No interaction, just thoughts, curated by his own rapey mind. I hate this man so bad. But anyway, that's Slim Rapo with another rapey idea he wants to spread to us today. Bad Baby, a.k.a. Cash Me Outside, a.k.a. I have a black man, but the only thing he does is beat on me, but I'm still going to stick beside him, takes to social media today with her abusive boyfriend wearing a White Lives Matter shirt. Couldn't tell. You want to be white and he wants to beat. No, you want to be black and he wants to beat whites. Okay? I don't like the girl, never did, but she wants to show you, hey, I got a black man. So I'm going to have to take Alabama's side on the beef. You don't know who Alabama is? You're on the right side of history. I want to explain. So remember the very beautiful Mia Campbell. She is an actress best known for her role in that show on, I think it was CPN. Yeah, I remember CPN. In the House. Remember it was LL Cool J. In recent history, she fell into a little addiction. It wasn't this beautiful face. She, the drugs got her and we lost hope. And then recently, I think this week, she popped out with this picture, leaving fans very happy that she overcame her drug addiction. And she took to social media to tell us that she saw our good wishes.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for checking in and wondering if I'm okay. I'm doing great. I just wanted you to know that everybody keeps asking me, what do I want to do with my career? And honestly, I could say that I really want to get in touch with Tyler Perry and have him produce my mother's book, 72-Hour Hold. It was a monumental book for me. It was a New York Times bestseller. And July is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I'm still on that campaign. Keep me up in prayer. Thank you for praying for me. And I'm going to do my best to make you guys happy. I'll see you soon. Bye.
It's still wearing off, but I'm so happy that she looks a lot better. Oh my God. This is very draining. So guys, I don't want to be conspiracy theorist of the year, but some things just doesn't, resonate with me. I just don't feel it. So we knew that, as Token said, Gayle and the Gaylettes, I don't know who everybody else is, we're going to space. Baby Gayle was on TV crying and a whole bunch of things, so that's the only reason I knew about it. I thought they were going to space and, going to check some things out, have a layover at Pluto, Final Destination Jupiter. No, they allegedly just touched the ceiling and came back down. It was like an hour. Go to hell. This is a video of Gayle and the Gaylettes ringing the bell, about to board the spacecraft. And then we'll have the discourse.
And here they come.
Here we go.
Loading into the capsule.
And the significance here of the bell, and I should note before I have you that each crew names themselves. They have named themselves the 6 taking up space, as each one is ringing a bell. And the significance of that is what, Ariane?
This is one of our traditions. All astronauts throughout history in various programs have had their traditions. For us, we always want our astronauts to ring the...
All right, who's the other people? I know that's Jeff Bezos and his girl, but I thought it was... Anyway, maybe there was 2 trains. I don't know. All right. So now they go to space. This is the departure.
7, 6, 5, 4. Command engine start. 2, 1. Ignition.
That was Katy Perry. I'm talking about the lady in the back. That was Jeff Bezos and his wife.
Liftoff. New Shepard has cleared the tower.
Okay, so that's the alleged takeoff, right? And then I go about my day, and 20 minutes later, they're back down.
I just have to have a moment with the ground. Let me just appreciate.
7.
All right. Now, I don't know if they
Parachutes deploy from the
This is it coming back down.
crew capsule. Those are like the guide parachutes. There go the drogue parachutes.
Just free falling right there until those drogues came out.
And then next will be the main parachutes that get pulled out.
Hear that screaming inside the capsule?
And all three air cushion that will kick up the dust. It's a very soft landing despite the sporty perception. There it is.
Right here, y'all. This is AI, y'all. Look at the fucking technology on the color of the day.
Congratulations and welcome back to Earth.
Parachutes deploy from the crew capsule. Those are like the guide parachutes.
Why do they do this? What is the incentive here, y'all? What did y'all see? That last piece of balloon that passed by the screen to give us the, I just don't know why. I don't know why. That's West Indian, but forget it. So if you want to believe it, I just know how to go about your brain. And if you don't, what are we gonna do? Why are they doing this? Like, what's the, you think I give a fuck? I'm fighting for my life over here. Why do I need to see a fake story about bitches going to the moon? Okay? Not only that, now there's more. There's a little more. Oh, wait.
We haven't seen it. I want to see it myself. 1, 2, 3. Take us space!
I just don't buy it. I mean, no. I was trying to rationalize. There's nothing to rationalize here. I don't buy it. Now, Wendy's got beef and it ain't on the 4 for 4. When Katy Perry returned from space, it was a Twitter page that does pop culture news. It's called Pop Crave. And Pop Crave says, Katy Perry has returned from space. The official Wendy's page said, can we send her back? Baby, when I tell you I spent all morning trying to look at the origin of the source of the beef between Wendy's and Katy Perry, and I found nothing. I don't know if she did a McDonald's commercial. I don't know what occurred, but Wendy's does not like Katy Perry and they want to send her ass back to space. And I just think it's so funny. But that is what's going on with the space mission, and I just generally don't feel like it happened. What else is going on? Embarrassing. Y'all vice president was with a college football team celebrating the championship today. She sexually assaulted that boy. I'm sorry, can you please use a little bit more words so I could grasp the concept of what's going on right now? Katy Perry sexually assaulted who? This story could wait. While you're getting your type on, I don't feel like I can finish this story until we don't worry, the internet right here. The internet right here. This is a show about the internet, right? So we should be able to pull up stuff, right? Katy Perry sexually assaulted. It popped right up. Let's see. It's a lot of words on the screen. A model named Josh Kloss, who appeared in the Teenage Dream video. She said, pulled down his pants at a party and revealed his genitals and touched them. Katie didn't actually deny it either. She kind of just did a roundabout way of talking about it. Katie was also accused of harassing TV show Tina Kandelaki. Both of these seem to be heavily swept under the rug and never brought back up. I feel that the women who were also sexual, yeah. Okay, a nice, thank you for hit. Okay, where's more? Katie isn't the only one. I mean, Madonna and Jimmy. Okay. So she has 2 sexual alleged allegations against her that was swept under the rug. I'm guessing because of her level of stardom. Okay, does Wendy know that? Is that what the beef is about? Because I'll support Wendy's if they stand up against sexual assaults. But thank you for that, Anise. Anise. I don't know how you want me to pronounce that. Really quickly, the vice president is a dork. We knew that, but there's more evidence. A college football team came to celebrate a victory, and that's what they get. Do you see the cocksucker holding a jersey? God don't like ugly, and this is how I know.
I told you.
Because if I was God and I had the ability to set plays, I would do stuff like this just out of my own amusement. I mean, it's gonna be a while. I'm alive forever, but this was God just showing what side of history he's on, even though he let it play out. Okay, let me mind my business before I lose a leg today. I heard he's very vengeful. Bad Baby on the show again. Speaking of sexual assaults and predators, that's all the show has all day. Bad Baby was recently on Big Booties, a podcast, and they were talking about, girl stuff. And a topic came up where she asked Bad Baby, what was it like dating Chief Keef? Like, that's something to even experience. He's so ugly. But let's see what she said.
So, you used to date Sosa. What was that like? I'm asking because he's from Chicago.
I wouldn't call it, we wasn't like me and Levine. Like, I just used to go over there and hang out, get fucked, hang out. I'm a real ass bitch. Like, that's what it is. I remember one time he was like, I can't have any bitch over here, but I still call you over here. And I was like, oh, you been having every bitch over here? Like, I was like sick. No, yeah. I took it personal because I was young. So I was like, oh, you been having bitches over here?
So you just be swapping them out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love podcasts when y'all start talking and the liquor start hitting and y'all start telling us things we ain't supposed to know. Because she said 16, but her niggas don't care. Her niggas been doing this since I was young. And it was a bigger age gap. So, listen. We see you, Sosa. Go to hell. This was funny to me. This was, and I wish it was in order, but, I don't have a budget. Gayle, when she returned back to space, had a message for people. This was the message.
To me, it's such a reminder about how we need to do better, be better. Do better, be better human beings.
And what do you mean by that?
Processing. Well, it's so nasty and so vitriolic nowadays. And I mean, if everybody could experience that peace that we had up there and the kind.
Bitch, if you don't go tell your scissor sister to stop stealing funds from Haiti and acting like they're building schools, but they're just sex trafficking kids and being a part of an oligarchy where people are getting poorer and mistakenly the rays are hitting houses in Malibu and all the houses are being burnt except for hers and Obama's. But we got to be better people. Bitch, we're poor. Tell Oprah. It's the audacity for me. Is this even real life? Anyway, so thank you, Gayle, for that message on humanity. Like, we're the ones that need to do better. Kill me. The only hope in humanity I have right now is this young fella, Carmelo Anthony. Not to be confused with Lala's cheating baby daddy, but this is the young black man that, the Twin Slayer. If you watch Game of Thrones, you'll get it. This is the Twin Slayer. He had an original bail at $1 million. And then this lovely black female judge lowered that bail down to $250. And you know that he has currently over $400,000 raised in a GoFundMe like donation system because GoFundMe wouldn't support him. But we figured out another way, like they did for their white murderers. When Trayvon was killed, and Eric Gardner, they raised tons of monies all over there for actually the bad killers. There's justifiable murder, but we'll talk about that another day, another time. But all of a sudden, white people are losing their minds when we protect our own. So now Carmelo Anthony was released from jail today under a strict home monitoring system, and this is him leaving the jail yesterday. It's big news.
We're up, we're up, we're up, we're up.
Carmelo, do you have anything that you'd like to say? Anything that you'd like to say to the victims, to the family of the victims? Why were you armed, sweetheart?
They got to be very careful. White people are very upset. The judge also has to be careful. They have her face plastered all over social media, calling her an animal. You know how white people do. They can kill, rape, pillage, steal countries, vagina, traffic children. One justifiable murder is burn it down. Can't trust those people. What else is going on? Oh, let's do a tunnel. So this is J.R. Ellis. You might know him from what is that? Insecure? Yes. I don't remember the name of nothing. Insecure. He was the villain, broke boyfriend that a lot of people resonated with. So to them, he might have been a hero. I thought he was just a dirty bum boy. But this is him coming down the tunnel, and let's see how he did.
L to the I-A. Come up on that TV screen. J to the E-L. L to the I-A. Hey, J Herschel, put your damn hands up. J to the E-L. L to the I-S. He's the actor, that's a big factor. J to the E-L. L to the I-S. Hey, J Herschel, put your damn hands up. J to the E-L. L to the I-S. The actor we love to see pop up on our TV screen. J to the E-L. L to the I-S. Hey, J Herschel, put your damn hands up. J to the E-L. L to the I-S. The actor, that's a big factor. J to the E-L. L to the I-S.
Okay, I've seen enough. Okay, so he did amazing. Okay, and for a first time, he's going to get an extra point for another thing in stage presence, utilizing your stage. You ever know this? Like, there's certain things that you do. They always tell you have to utilize the full stage. I've never seen someone go back and reutilize their space. So I'm really impressed with that. Now it's the fucking jingle for me. Like, I'm a Jay-Z fan, so I was excited to hear they used the H to the Izzo sample. I would have liked the bridge. I would have liked the chorus. It was 4 words repetitively. It started giving me a headache. And I didn't like the jingle. The jingle, we're gonna do different. I refuse for his performance to be downstage by the jingle. Let's exclude the jingle. I won't even rate it because there was a Jay-Z sample, so my hands are tied. For him, I will give him an 8. I love the non-white Where Am I performance before they came out. He knew where he was and he knew what the mission was. So he came out and he executed. A lot of confidence, utilizing the stage. I gave him an 8. It could have been a little, it just wasn't a 10, but I still loved it. So shout out to you. You got an 8 from me. Not that it means anything. I just rate y'all. Let's see. We never really see anything past the tunnel. We never make it to the couch. Does anybody know what happens on that couch? Let's see.
Left foot forward, right hand back. That's your stance right there.
Okay.
All right, now you want to kick or you want to hit?
I want to kick.
You want to
I want to kick.
She want to kick.
Ooh, I want to kick some.
All right, so you're going to lean your weight back on your right foot, lift your left leg up, get your knees
You think I can get up that high?
You can do that. Come on, you got
Hold
it.
on.
And then now extend, kick with your toe. Bop, bop, bop. You got it.
All right, and I'll never make it to the couch again. Just needed to see what was going on over the fence. All right. Oh my God. So the Kardashians just think that anything they make, we supposed to buy it. They ain't the only one, but we talk about them right now. So Courtney, she's the one that slapped Kim's face into the wall. And when Kim's face hit the wall, it had the outlay of her makeup like a cartoon. That one, right? She went and said she was going to start creating and selling flourless cake, right? So humans, we could just have a bias and be like, bleh. But who can't fake it because they're not smart enough yet and probably never will be? Babies. This is a baby trying Courtney's flourless cake. Let's see the little mamas.
When's Courtney's flourless cake? Ooh. It looks too dry for it. Oh my gosh. Did you spit it out? When's
There we have it. Little Bam Bam says no. Bam Bam says fuck no. They let her curse this time. Bam Bam said fuck no. All right. So if you are a slave to consumerism and the consumerism of people that are already extravagantly rich, go ahead and buy Kourtney Kardashian's flour cake. If you are awake and you refuse to give your money to the oligarchs, come over here to Death Row and buy from Cheesecakes. Somebody add a little effect. That's going to be token. All right, next story. No. Yeah. If you know the guy, you know the reaction. This is Tay K. Now, this is the rundown. Tay K is already in jail for murder. Allegedly, in this case, he wasn't the actual murderer, but boys and girls, when people tell you get in the car, we're going to go kill somebody, you need to just do a tuck and roll. Tuck and roll, I don't care if you lose an arm, you won't lose your freedom, right? Because even if you are at the scene of a murder, you are what we call an accessory to murder. And when you're an accessory to murder, you get the same time or around that corner of the murderer. So in that case, where Tay K wasn't the murderer and just an accessory, he got sentenced to 55 years in prison, right? They woke him up out of his cell and said, oh, there's another thing. Small inconvenience. You have another case. Capital murder. Okay. What's the difference between capital murder and murder? I don't know. But I do know that one gets you put to sleep forever and the other one, you're just going to die a slow death, right? So this verdict made me chuckle a little because when the judge said, in the case of capital murder, not guilty, somebody jumped up and celebrated. Imagine murder being your lesser charge, but on the lesser charge of murder, guilty. Here's the clip.
Me, no. No, out of the courtroom. Out. The defendant could please stand. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tamar McIntyre, not guilty of the offense of capital murder. Excuse me, no. No, out of the courtroom. Out of the courtroom now.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you don't ignore that. Sometimes, as you can tell, people are invested, correct? So it says, we, the jury, find the defendant, Tamar McIntyre, not guilty of the offense of capital murder as charged in the indictment. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tamar McIntyre, guilty of the lesser included offense of murder. Does anyone wish to have the jury polled?
Murder being the lesser charge is fucking nuts. But, okay, let me break it down so we can move past it. The reason why they may have celebrated is because that he's not found guilty in capital murder. He won't be put to sleep like a wounded dog. Now, remember that 55-year sentence that I told you that he's serving now? They're going to see if whatever he's charged with, he can be run concurrent, means that he serves them both at the same time and come out of jail at 105, okay? So that's what we still have hope for. Okay, next story. This is what happens when you date down and the other person doesn't know that what you say will affect that person and the realm that they perform at. So we know that Summer Walker will respond to anyone that DMs her. You just got to be first after a breakup. So this guy on the right is someone, they just call her right place or right time. But it doesn't seem like he is music business savvy because he went on live stream and talked about causing harm to Kanye West after she repeatedly begged him to stop. You're poor, I'm not. I still have to make music collaborations and do things in this realm where all you have to do is make transactions on the corner. It's not the same. So he wasn't debriefed on Celebrity 101. Let's watch it.
Yeah, y'all saw Kanye West. He fucked it up for everybody.
Okay, no, leave it alone because that was just don't even bring that up. That was crazy. Yeah, move on.
Who, Kanye West?
No, move on.
Why he
move
did that?
on, please.
Boo, this is
no.
I can get on ass on here.
Yeah, but no, not with me.
All right, bet. Because I get on Kanye ass on phone and grade. You
see it. Move on.
All right.
Yeah. Please.
Because I get on his
Because I'll get pissed if somebody's talking about my kids. So just move on.
Yeah, but he bogus though.
Yeah, he is bogus.
So when I see him, I'm beating his ass.
Okay, no, you're not. Please.
Hey, Jay-Z, I got you, folks.
Chill. Can you stop?
I quit. Yeah, y'all.
Stressing out that little baby making machine. Like, but that's what happens. He don't understand. His brain can't process on that frequency. He's just a hood nigga that's fucking Summer Walker. Okay, what else is going on? Let's see what Wallow was doing over there.
Fuck about that. Kill that shit.
Ow.
Either you got a good business or you don't. All that shit, don't nobody want to hear that shit. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material of your shit good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people? No, I support consistency, baby.
Yeah.
Well, fuck about what color you is. I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them deals where the fuck I want to spend it at. Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do while I'm here. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, I ain't gonna be finessed off some black shit. But one thing about it, 70% of you motherfuckers is not going to make it. I'm not no motherfucking fake ass motivational speaker that talk this dumb shit. I'm the #1 nigga in the country. You know why? Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary.
All right, for once the boy didn't get on my nerves, but he was about to, so I just cut it short so I could give him his little thing. He is basically saying, you are not going to get me to be a consumer of yours off of the guise of support black business. Because 70%, 90% of y'all ghetto. Your servers aren't trained. Your products is the bottom budget, so you can make mass profits of using the cheapest products. I'm going to spend my money where I want to. And it's not going to be a race attached to that. It's going to be consistency and quality. So you know what? When you're not fake crying and being performatively a role model, I guess you do make sense. A broken clock is right 2 times out of the day, huh? What else is going on?
You want to...
Does anybody know what started the beef between Spice and Bambi? Because this is Spice at a zoo petting a horse that she put a wig on and calling it Bambi.
B, clap that, I clap that T. Girl, I'm who you wanna be. Bambi, come Bambi. Bambi, Bambi, Bambi.
Somebody please. It's gonna be me. I'll find out. I'll let you guys know on Thursday what the beef is about because it seems you calling ice on me. It gotta be something. No, it doesn't have to be important. It's just women. All right, what else is going on? All right, so there's was it pro football? Let's say a football player. I don't know if he was pro or not. I don't watch sports, but there was a young football player, and last year or prior to that, he was involved in a hit and run that killed an elderly man, right? So on Saturday night, the Monday following, 2 days after, would have been the first day of trial. Saturday night, he got into his car, led police on a speed chase, and killed himself because the guilt of the suicide made him bug out, and I guess he wasn't mentally stable to stand trial. So God bless the dead. His name was Kyron Lacey. So he committed suicide just 2 days before the start of the trial, and his father left a message. His father says, start talking to your kids at a very early age and make sure they're comfortable confiding in you. Young parents, I'm all right or I'm good when you're deep down, something isn't right. Mental health is real, and for the most part, it's invisible. Don't ignore the signs, even if they may seem small. Rest in peace to Kyron Lacey. He passed away over the weekend. He's everywhere. Oh, Lord. I'm not doing it. Y'all know that Boosie is obsessed with gay men. that raises a eyebrow for me because I don't even understand why you care. But the most talked about song, and I made sure I chose my words correctly. It's not the hottest song, it's not the biggest song, it's just the most talked about song. So that doesn't mean it's good because it's not. The most talked about song right now is by a rapper from New Orleans. His name is Rob 49, whatever, and it's called What the Helly. And the reason it's talked about is because it's so stupid, and I guess people can't stop saying What the Helly. But with the attention that it's getting, Boosie decided to jump on the track, and in his obsession with homosexuality, his first line was, "What the helly? My homeboy just dicked down his cellie." If you don't know what a cellie is, it is short for a cellmate, prison. My homeboy just fucked his prison roommate.
Hella pain. What the hell? My homeboy just dicked down his cellie. What the hell? Did he think it's cool?
We don't even need to hear anymore. We don't. I promise you. So there were rumors about Tiana Taylor dating Mufasa, Aaron Pierre. We seen little pictures of them at an award show, but they weren't kissing or holding hands, so we were just left to say, what's going on over there? Well, in case you didn't know, she wanted to dress it up and make it real for us. This is Tiana Taylor in a new photo shoot, shown wearing a belly chain with the initial A on it. This is what we call a soft reveal. People reveal their, partners and babies and things and genders. She is showing who her new nigga is. I heard the buzz. Y'all want to know? Here it is. We're going to do it real soft and then we're going to come in real hard. Pause. There is an A on my waist. Do with that information what you must. All right? Why do I have food all in my likes? Oh, because I'm a greedy bitch. Y'all know how I feel. Ooh, I can't reach it. I can't reach it. And I know Skip's so happy. I just want one more banana fritter. I'm going to tear that plate up when I get off. I tell you guys, I hate all the time celebrity podcasts because make room for the little people. We are so poor. We don't snatch a chain off a baby's neck right now. That's how bad it is, okay? So to see the rich getting richer, it makes me a little jealous, right? Cool, but not when we find out things about celebrities that are fun, okay? This was fun. Carmelo was asked about a time when he was drowning in the Bahamas and LeBron jumped in to save him. And they said, what is LeBron not good at?
LeBron saved your life?
Man,
some swimming shit, any truth to it? I just want to know if
it's true. It's truth, man.
What happened?
I can swim, but I'm going to tell you some real I can survive. We was in like the little grotto like in the Bahamas, and I'm snorkeling, and I look up, and every time I look up out the water, the boat is further and further away.
No.
And I'm getting pushed by the current.
The undertow and current.
And I'm like, yo, looking at me like I'm joking. And I see Bron jump in the water. He just, Aquaman jump in the water. Because D Wade was right in front of me. He got on right before me. So I'm thinking D going come back, but I know D ain't rocking with the water like that. You know? So D over there he like, yo, go get him. Like, go get him. I just see Bron just coming like, I got you, champ, I got you. Grab me, and we went back to the boat, man.
So, all purpose. LeBron is all purpose. I don't know if it's true, but I heard.
Ooh, that was so good. All right, so these are kind of little tea moments I want. Not Noriega clapping like a show chimpanzee over stupid. Go fuck yourself, you big chip with teeth, bitch. Yo, I don't even know if I have it saved, but Kanye crossed the line this week, right? Kanye, and I don't even think I have it saved, but well, just trust me. Kanye took it too far, right? And he got his Twitter deleted. And what caused it was him making accusations that he had a threesome with, what's that underwhelming white girl that they think is the white Beyonce? Taylor Swift, right? So he goes and he says, me and such had a threesome with Taylor Swift. You know, he has these rants where he just says whatever. It doesn't mean that it's true or false. It just means the drugs is making him speak, right? So Taylor Swift and her team sends over a cease and desist, and he gonna be in some big trouble. But anyway, I may have saved it. I may have been drunk and forgot. But Taylor is going to send them papers over to Kanye, and somebody need to sue the bitch, so he stopped speaking. But anyway, Kanye explaining his design. I'm not interested. I'm not. What else is going on? I think it's time to go to the blogs. Yeah, it's time to go to the blogs. Let's see what's going on in the blogs. All right. Let's start with Neighborhood Talk. They're my favorite. Let's do this quick. What's going on? This is the girl with the babies from the famous Rich Men, and the last daddy is the guy, Anthony Edwards, who don't want the babies. So she has been on the internet looking for a new victim because she's been showing us ass and titties all day, not a baby in sight. Let's see what she got.
I'm just saying, the body is T. Oh, the body is T. This is after an 8-pound baby. Man, tell these bitches come get at me. Matter of fact, tell these bitches to stay with them because they can't get at me.
Body wasn't T enough for somebody to want to put their name on the birth certificate. So is the T in the room with us? You got to start thinking about other things because, baby, it's not keeping them, clearly. What else is going on? Beyonce selling y'all something? Yeah, Beyonce is selling y'all Levi's. Will y'all fall for it? Consumers, y'all ain't even got enough money to eat lunch and pay rent. You got to pick one. But Beyonce drops it, y'all going to buy it? Cool. I'm not. My ass can't fit in there anyway. Coachella happened this weekend. It looked boring, but let's see.
All night, you want me, I got what you do. Long as the night's on you, you could be my little boo. Follow me too, 22:32. I put my birthday suit for you.
Everybody calm down. The caption says Money Long. You know, her name be whooping my ass because I thought it was Muni Long, and people made fun of me for a long time. I still can't get it wrong. All right. Money Long was pulled out of a human rocking chair. It looks like a gay witch to me. She's in the middle of a gay sandwich. When they get these backup dancers and never be straight boys, why am I screaming? Why am I screaming and fainting? Look at the comments. I'm feeling things. When me and who? Girl, call your two gay besties and make this in the living room and put it on TikTok. I felt nothing. All right. What else happened at Coachella? You know what else happened? Megan Thee Stallion brought out Sierra and people lost their minds. And she had a little girl on girl action. What's that hottie? Monet. Girl, I can't remember nobody's name. Let me see if I can find the clip. Because they gagged over it. Oh, Glorilla keep on pulling her ass out. Glorilla pulls her ass out too. Her little butt is so annoying. Where is that?
Y'all made me feel real crazy.
Now, this caused a little controversy because you know Glorilla and JT have beef. Sukihana and JT got beef for everybody. Sukihana had went on her Instagram and posted. They showing you a little bit of the beef. Anyway, Sukihana put something along the lines of selling out arenas when bitches was hating on you, calling you a one-hit wonder, now you surpassing them, right? So then a fan asked Suki, is this JT shade? Suki said, imagine me throwing shade. I get on bitches' ass completely. Everybody knows this about me. However, this post right here is a complete truth. Like I said, they counted her out, made fun of her, and now she's flourishing before our eyes. And guess what? Her being ridiculed is a part of her story now, so we can't leave that part out. JT is gonna come out of nowhere any second now because JT is another person that reacts to everything. Coachella, she is going to show you them buns, right? Tink also did her first Coachella set. Yeah. Y'all watched it on your own time. I was a little bored with it. Tyler came out and did a ode to Aaliyah. People had opinions. I had none. I really want to find y'all them girls dry humping on them. Oh, Chris Brown ran into... This is what I actually want to talk about. So Chris Brown ran into Tiana Taylor. You know, they weren't allegedly talking. Chris Brown had a birthday party about 2 years ago where allegedly him and Tiana was arguing. Usher was there. Usher jumped in and was like, yo, you don't fucking talk to a girl like that. They say Usher and Chris Brown started fighting. So everybody was just like, Chris Brown don't stop. Versus was Rihanna. Then it was Karrueche. Now he's yelling in Tiana Taylor face. So people had their opinion, right? Now, Chris Brown also seen Karrueche at Coachella. This is the interaction. We see Karrueche smiling, laughing, but keeping her distance. And it caused the discourse, right? And the discourse I don't agree with. I just think people are so idiotic. People on Twitter said, oh, is that the same Karrueche that we're not talking to Chris Brown for? If she's over it, why aren't we? I said, I prefer my entertainers not to be abusive and beat up women. It doesn't matter if they're forgiving because bitches is we can stand for nothing. We just seen Princess sucking Sukihana's pussy juice off of Ray J's lip. People are weak and they forgive. That doesn't mean I'm supposed to like the person that does an action. Chris Brown, we've seen in our childhood, beat Rihanna up. We've seen restraining orders with Karrueche. We've seen him allegedly get into a fight with Usher over the way he was talking to Tiana Taylor. I'm supposed to get down and boogie down to his music because these women don't stand for nothing, not even themselves. Y'all ever have a friend that call you about a nigga, right? And the nigga cheating or the nigga beating her or the nigga something, and she always take him back? Do you ever go back and like the friend? He could fuck you silly and senseless. But when you tell me, you make sure you done with him because my opinion on him is stuck. Huh? Hence Chris Brown. I was young when Chris Brown was beating Rihanna. It's not like he grew up and I've seen anything different from his behavior. It went from Rihanna to Karrueche to people we've never heard of to a little buzz about how he was dealing with his friend Tiana Taylor. I'm not going to run to a concert because these bitches forgave him. Y'all need to grow up. Y'all need to grow up. And that's not how we decide who we like or who we don't like. Y'all are starting to be like those aunties that still play R. Kelly. That's what y'all are. Y'all are the new R. Kelly survivor victims celebrators. That's y'all. Yes, y'all. I still don't like Chris Brown. He beats women up. Anyway, but you love his music. And he's a colorist. It's not one thing. It's not two. It's 73. Anyway, everybody don't have sense or stand for anything, so I can't, you know. What else is going on? Read the girls down for filth. I hate Lizzo. Y'all know I don't stand for big people, but it's bigger than that. She's just so corny and annoying and big, so that didn't help. Man, my girl, y'all know I love Cash Doll like I made her, but nobody is exempt from the cornies. My baby girl went and cleaned her nose with a dirty $20 bill that made its rounds through strip clubs, crack houses, streets, garbage cans, and said, hey, I'm gonna flex on y'all real quick. I got $20. Now, why my baby did this? Man, didn't need to see that. Speaking of Cash Doll, y'all know she got a baby mother, Tracy T. This guy is so corny. Where did he... I never know how to open my DMs on the desktop. Messages. Where's the message I sent myself? Now, everybody is going to deal with a breakup differently, and I could care less to tell people how to manage hurt. But I can have an opinion on what's corny and what's not masculine. Tracy T is a crash out. This is the most attention he'll get in his life. So I don't know if it has anything to do with how he's coping or maybe he likes the attention, but it's really, really whack. So Tracy T was on live with his new girlfriend. So y'all know Cash got a big dick baller. He's a football player. I was gonna say for the Detroit Lions, but they clipped him recently. But the money ain't get clipped. It's still there. It's all there. Little man, he had to up the scope. right? Y'all see Cash Doll with a relationship? Y'all gotta see me in a relationship. So now he's on live talking, and he strategically wanted a female to speak so y'all can say, oh, he's not alone, he got a girlfriend. He's so corny. Me and Skip talked about it this morning. Skip said, you know how he would have been real fly? And Amarion did this, right? If he were to say, every time they ask him about Cash Doll, I love that girl, she made me 2 kids, that's all I got. But guess what? No one would ask to speak to him anymore. He would dwindle away and evaporate back into the clouds from which he came, right? So he has to keep on talking about Cash Doll because who the fuck is Tracy T, right? Now Tracy T is on live with his new girlfriend that he won't show, but you're going to hear her. And this is all an attempt to show y'all I'm not lonely, I'm not tripping, I'm player. That nigga's hurt as fuck. Let's watch.
I like to put on some goddamn Mary J. Blige. Lord.
Let me turn this before people say.
Yeah, oh, he on there crying. He on there crying. He thinking about that. That's my flip flops at. Shit, do that shit, man. Hey. I can't see you.
Can't see it, right?
You got me up right now. And you come out, shoot my body right.
You remember when we was kids? I don't remember if it was Full House, but it was this thing kids used to do to act like they had somebody, but they didn't. They used to be like this and act like they was kissing, and you turn around, it was the kid. That's Tracy T. That is Tracy T. Tracy T is giving us an arm and a voice, and wants us to see that he's not. I wouldn't be surprised if that boy went on Amazon and brought one of those pillows with the arm. That looked like one of the Amazon arm pillows. What, boy, if you could have had everybody on your side by just being a man. And you know what makes it worse? He admitted on Justin LeBoy's podcast that he is the cause for the breakup because he cheated. In the Western culture, we call this wrong and strong. You want to be wrong and strong. Bro, you could have won us over by being like, I love that girl, I fucked up, I ain't got nothing bad to say about that woman. But you add an insult to injury. He went on the show and said, our daughter's 8 months, how you dating already? That ain't something I would have did. Mind you, was dating while they was together. Now you gotta, I hate this nigga, bro. I don't even know him. I don't even know you when I hate you. See, all I know is my best friend used to date you. All right, that's Tracy T doing this on live. And you turn around, it's just him. Grow the fuck up. Grow up. All right. What else we got going on? Let's go over to the hood. Throw your hood up. And let's wrap this up. Let's see what Shade Room got. Because sometimes Shade Room, they got the shit that the classier sites don't have. Let's see if they get down and dirty today. Dry like my ass, like my mom would say. You know what? I know I'm missing something. But let me slow down. Miss Netta's so fucking ugly. I'm not even cooking that story because I just ate. Yeah, I just seen me eat. I don't want to throw it up. I wanted to be messy about Omarion's brother. Where is he? Maybe he is in the ghetto site. Oh my God. Should I play that clip? Okay, so Shannon Sharp did get typed. Shannon Sharp is so sassy. Thank you for that, Trixie. I do want to show that clip. This is it right here. Shannon Sharp on Being Told he looks like Miss Netta. I thought he was about to be funny, but you could tell the nigga was tight.
What's going on with this? Anybody ever told you look like Miss Netta?
They do sometimes.
Okay.
I don't get up. It used to bother me, but guess what? It don't stop them checks from coming in, and it don't stop them young ones from opening up.
It sure don't. So let me.
As a matter of fact, you look more like Miss Netta to me with that skin, that acting. Now that you brought it up, you should have left that alone. You put some glasses on. I tell you what, chat. Let's put glasses on him, put glasses on me, and let's turn to the side and let's see who looks like Miss Netta.
It ain't about the acne.
Yes, it is.
No,
I'm glad you brought that up, but since you took it there, let's go there now.
See, there we
put
go with
glasses on.
Now we getting aggressive. I'm really scared right now.
But
I'm saying I can sue you right now because I'm on your show and now I feel embarrassed. This is a lawsuit.
What you embarrassed for?
I'm embarrassed.
You've been looking like this for 30 plus years.
You get a cease and desist.
It was you.
First of all, if you close your eyes, he does sound like Miss Netta too. Look like Miss Netta, but he did gag homeboy because his skin. Him and Miss Netta got the same skin. But Shannon Sharp is so sassy. Oh my God. But anyway, I'ma save Omarion's brother for tomorrow because I can't find the boy and he's not important enough. And we already had an hour and a half and I got a nap to take. So I gave y'all enough. What more do you want? An hour and a half about talking about people? Mad fun. Mad fun. So anyway, who was late? Kenya, I see you. It don't matter if you late because you know the show gonna be on YouTube in 10 minutes. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. So I see you, Kenya. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Like I just told Kenya, if you missed any of the show, don't fret. It's gonna be on YouTube in the next 10 minutes. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what part was your favorite. That's just for me, because I got a big ego. Other than that, it's Tuesday. Go enjoy a taco or 5 or a margarita or 7. But please don't forget to go fuck yourself. Until Thursday, my next show. Peace out. Bye.